It's Wednesday, August 17th. It's 7 a.m. and I'm back at Wade Creek. So I was watching my videos, I realized I never introduced myself. So my name is Jay Kim. I am a member of the Oregon Surf Perch Fishing Club, and I go to this one beach called Wade Creek, which is the northern part of Moolac Beach in the Central Oregon coast. So I go here. Last year I went 70 times. This year I've been 40. This is my 42nd time. So I come here quite a bit. That looks like an eagle. So I post these videos all the time just to try and show members how catching at Wade Creek is doing, and then I try and give some pointers on how I fish for redtail. I am definitely not an expert, so I'm just trying to share what little knowledge I have. So today fishing conditions are, I want to say, swell energy is about 150 or less, and tidal height was around 3 feet. Swell height is also about 3 feet. So I'm trying to come back at 3 feet and go straight to the south, because I had pretty good luck here last week when I was at about a 3.5 foot tidal height. So I'm just here for an hour. Mainly I'm here to get my feet wet. This is one of those mornings when I wake up, look out the window, think, okay, do I want to go? And then I threw my stuff in the car and was here within, half an hour, 40 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to head straight to the south, go to my first landmark. Last time I was here, it was pretty rocky in certain times. So if it's rocky, I'm going to just keep heading south. Okay, that's it for now. Sorry for the long intro. The advantage of coming to the same beach all the time is you get to know the beach structure fairly well. I mean, it always changes because the sand's always moving. But here's my first landmark that I use on the south side of Wade Creek. And then that big jutting out rock is my second landmark. So normally, when I've been fishing the south for the last, 2-3 months, I've been coming directly to my first landmark because that's where I've had success. And the reason I believe there's success here is because there's a big trough that runs right here, and then a sandbar pops up. And on that sandbar, you can get much closer to the crashing waves than any other place that I've come along so far. So that's the reason why I've been coming down, to my first landmark and then just working my way south. And it worked the last 3 times, but only for a short window. So I'm hoping I can catch that window today. So last time I was here, I came a little bit early and I could feel rocks on my weight, and I can feel rocks right now. So I'm going to start moving south. This is my first cast. But that's what I've seen at Wade Creek in the last couple of weeks, is that if the tide's too low, you go further out. There's a bunch of rocks out there where you're kind of getting hung up. But as the tide comes up and it pushes you back to the beach, then you can't reach those rocks and it's all sandy. So I'm gonna head south. Cast, I moved a little bit south. Just got my first bite. It's pretty, oh, still getting it. It's pretty close. Yep, oh, that was a good bite. But these are definitely redtail bites. I don't know if you can still see my rod. So that's nice, second cast. And my first cast, oh, I can see, keep watching my rod. But man, I'm still getting the bite. Okay, let's see if I can coax it to bite. So I always try and reel it in a little bit, try and get that bite instinct to trigger. I'm still getting bites. Come on, just take it. So even though I got a bite on my second cast, I'm gonna keep moving south because I'm still clanging rocks. So I keep getting hung up. And I am just south of my first landmark, maybe by about 50 to 75 yards. All right, so this is cast 4. Cast 1, I was getting hung up, so I brought it in really quickly, moved south, got a bite on cast 2, then started getting hung up on 3, and now I'm getting hung up on 4. So I'm gonna keep moving south. Normally I stay in a spot if I'm getting bites like I was down there, but with getting hung up on the rocks all the time, and I'm still doing it, it's just not as much fun. So I'm just looking for a sandy area. All right, so after the last couple of casts where I'm getting hung up on rocks, I just moved 50 yards. I just picked up my line and moved it 50 yards. Catch conditions down here look so much better than where I just was. And I haven't felt rocks yet, but I haven't really tried to reel in either. Rocks are making it frustrating for me though. I've been fishing for about 15 minutes now. This is cast 5. 3 of my 5 casts though were like snag city. So yeah, I've only had really 2 good casts, and this is the second one. So moving 50 yards south seems like it helped, because all I feel is sand right now. So catch conditions look really good, just haven't had any action yet. So even though it's foggy, I would say it's like 57, 58 degrees. There's no wind. It's really pleasant out here. So what a great way to be spending my morning. First bite moving south. This is cast 6, and it was pretty close. It wasn't a big bite though, and it was only like, you know, bam, 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 and then it was gone. All right, so I've been here about a half an hour now. This is cast 7. Had bites on 2 casts. Had snags on 3. So, you know, the snags, I'm out snagging my bites. Oh, just got another bite. So this is cast 7. Oh, did I get it? No, missed it. Shoot, that was a nice bite. So this is cast 7, so that's 2 casts in a row where I've gotten bites, but that was a nice bite. Last 15 minutes, catch conditions have gotten really good here. As the tide's coming in, it's putting some pretty decent breaking size waves right in front of me. So there's still some ones far out there, but like right now, this set that's coming in, it's like that wasn't available further north where I was before. And here's another one coming in. Another bite. So this is 3 casts in a row. Oh, there we go. But this one I had to wait a long time. I had to pull it in a ways. But 3 casts in a row now where I've had bites, although this one took a long time to get. Still haven't landed a fish though, so that's kind of frustrating. So I've had 4 bites since I've been here out of 8 casts, and of those 8 casts, 3 were snags. So first hookup, this would be like 4 casts in a row, and this one feels not bad. As Ton says, this is like his favorite type of cast, is when it casts, your line's tight and all of a sudden it comes walking towards you. Yeah, this one's not a bad one. And it's on the bottom, natural. So first landed fish, I want to say that's 4 casts in a row where I've gotten decent bites. It's let's see, 10.5 incher. Yeah, not bad, 10.5. So finally got my first fish. Been here about 45 minutes now. This is cast, I want to say 9. This broke my string, bites in a row. So I did have 4 bites in a row. This would have been 5, but no action on this one. But I think I'm gonna call it here pretty quick. About another 10-15 minutes. I just came out to get my feet wet. Okay, so I've been here 15 minutes now. This is cast 10 and haven't had any action. This will be the 2nd cast in a row where I haven't had any action. So I think I'm gonna take my 10 casts and just work my way back to the parking lot and then just head out. Okay, so I don't know how I ended up doing that, but I ended up snagging a small sea snail. Well, that's a personal best for me. Walking back to the parking lot, I just got a bite. This is like cast 12, because on cast 11 is when I got that little snail. But just got another bite, but I'm still heading back to the parking lot. So as I'm heading back to the parking lot, I'm not casting near as far as I could, because I know if I cast really far, I'll be hitting the rocks and the snags again. And so far it's worked, because I can only feel sandy bottom, and I just got that bite. So I'm about, I don't know, 100 yards away from the creek. Okay, I started getting more snags as I started going back towards the creek, so I'm just gonna bag it and just head out. So I've been here an hour, got in 12 casts. My first date, I had pretty good action. So my first date, I had 5 bites, 1 fish, and 3 snags. So, and I batted 1,000, 3 snags and 5 bites. Last 4 casts, I had 3 in a row, or no, 2 in a row with no bite. Then I got a bite, and then I got a snag, and now I'm quitting. So overall, you know, pretty good action day. If I take all my casts into account, 12 casts, 5 bites, 1 fish in 1 hour. And man, what a pleasant day again. Okay, that's it for Wade for today. Don't know when I'll come back, but if you come back at Wade, come to the south, look for tidal height of about 3 to 3.5 feet. That's where I've had action the last 4 times I've come here. And if you kind of miss that height, action has been really slow.